dispatched to the area of Cherry Street and 9th Street for a report of a technical rescue. Information was given that a construction crane had collapsed onto a building. Initial arriving units did find the scene behind us, a large construction crane with a load on it at the time of apparently of roof debris. Did collapse, or actually laid over and collapsed onto a building. At this point, our crews have made entry into the apartment building. We're searching apartment to apartment, but we don't believe there are any injuries at this time. We are attempting to verify that. According to the crane operator, they were lifting a load of debris off of the building just to the west of this location. Once they got the load of roofing debris in the air, a strong gust of wind took control of the load. He attempted to recover, was unable to do so, and the crane did fall over onto a side and collapse onto the building. Our crews are working right now to determine that we don't have any injuries and to check the status of the building. The City of Columbia Protective Inspections inspectors are on scene to attempt to determine what level of damage we had to the building as well.
How many apartments are in the building, and how many people were in the building at the time of the collapse?
We're working right now to determine how many people were in the building at the time, and I don't have an exact number of apartments for you yet.
The crane was working off of that, on the back of the arrow. That's where it was lifting stuff.
The building just to the west here, this white building, they're doing some roofing work on that building. Apparently they had loaded a basket or some sort of a hoist with shingles, roofing debris, lifted it up, got it over the truck. As you can all see, we have windy conditions today. That wind did take control of the load, swung it over the building, and was unable to recover.
So it wasn't working on the apartment?
No.
Can you identify the buildings they were working on in the apartment building? What businesses would people recognize?
Not yet, because I haven't been around front. I need to see exactly what we got. They said that this building is Booch's, but I would have to get around there and see exactly which businesses are in which of those buildings. This building to the east is an apartment building.
How about apartments were damaged?
I don't know yet. We got one entire wing here that you can see fairly obvious damage to the roof on.
Who owns the crane?
I believe it's Watkins Roofing is the company that was working on the roof. That's what's identified on the side of the truck.
Where's the bucket now that had the load in? It's on the other side.
It's actually it's a basket. It's up here on the roof itself. That's what you see right here.
Is there any concerns about that wall giving way with the crane laying on it?
Certainly there is. Again, our crews are going through, making sure everybody's out of the building. We had no injuries in the building, and then we have inspectors from the Protective Inspections Division that are here to try to determine what kind of structural damage we have. We are evacuating everybody back away from the scene.
Like the apartment building is the only building back up.
That is correct. It's the only building that's sustained.
How long has it been there?
Sorry, how long? Fire department wise? Yeah, several folks. I'm going to guess 5 to 10. I'll have to verify that to get you a firm number.
In terms of the crane, I guess you have to spot it or something.
I would have to check to see what their procedures were. I don't know what their procedures are when dealing with that type of construction. I have no background in construction.
Eric, I'm kind of a little confused about, they're working on the Panera building, but there's a load on top of the apartment building. Why would they put a load on the, I'm just confused how that load got up there if it's not involved with the actual roofing work.
Okay, what they did is the building that they're actually doing the work on, they loaded the material into a basket. They hoisted that material up to bring it around and put it onto their truck to haul it away. Once they got the load elevated, the wind captured it and shifted it, and it swung over onto the other building. The building where the crane is resting is not involved in any way in the work that was going on.
So we're lucky the load landed on the roof instead of on the ground, too. It would have been a lot worse, I guess, right?
It certainly could have been had there been somebody directly under it or in the immediate area of the load. I'll be able to get it for you shortly.
What are you guys doing right now?
Right now our crews are going through the apartment building just to ensure that everybody is out of the building and we did not have any injuries. We don't believe there are any injuries. We've not had any injuries reported to us yet, but we're trying to go through and verify that, make sure that we don't have an injury that we're unaware of inside the building. We're doing a room-to-room search in this building.
Are you aware of the Columbia Fire Department responding to a call like this before?
Not since I've been on the fire department. I'm not aware that we responded to any crane collapses.
How unusual is something like this?
Well, there again, I'm not aware of any in the last 10 years that we've had. It certainly isn't something that you see every day.
But you're blaming the wind more than anything, right?
The initial reports that we are getting is that the wind did take control of the load, and the operator was unable to recover.